What's up, Weedle Nation? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little different again, something I have not done yet. But before I do that, I just want to talk about my giveaway again. I am 5 subscribers. That's this many. 5 subscribers away from giving these guys away. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. But today we're going to be getting into a Guess That Grade. There's a new grading company that I had actually just came across. I will link them in the description down below, and then I'll probably go into a rant and go off to like a future me or something like that, talking about it and showing you the website and whatnot, like right now. All right, here we go. So this right here is the website for the mgpokemon.com. I don't know if I'm saying GM in the video. I may be. I was a little dyslexic, but this is the website here. It's mgpokemon.com. You can submit your orders, learn more about the grading service, which I'll go ahead and do. See if you can see some pictures of the slabs here, which you can, which I think are pretty awesome. I'm not sure if I can zoom in on that, which I cannot. I do really like those slabs. I think they're pretty cool. It goes into a little more detail on how to do things. If you want to read it, you can go ahead and pause and read if you can. There's the Sleepy Tyranitar, which I really want. They are pretty quick. They said expect to be wait time for an order. They expect it to be longer than 3 weeks. At full order will be halted this many. Anyway, so normally between 3 to 4 weeks is what they're saying. Front back. So they even go into detail on the back of it, which I actually didn't know that. I'm actually just seeing this. I've never really looked at this. So I'm kind of seeing this for the first time. On the back of the slab, instead of just being blank or whatever the other ones do, they actually tell you where the issues were or the faults were on the cards, which is actually really cool. So centering the edges, corner surface, that's actually really cool. I like that a lot. Hollow bleed, that's really cool too. So it even has like classifiers on the back. That's awesome. Great experience. So they even do the order details, which is another really cool thing. So not only is it on the back of the card, they give you the extra little card with it of how they graded it. They went the extra mile, and it's only $13 per card, which is insane. Fair pricing. All the cards cost $13 to grade with subgrades and details. So that's pretty cool. If they offered a non-subgrade offer for, you know, $8 to $10, that'd be really cool too. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it because if you have the option for subgrades, why not get it? Free shipping. So I feel like they're just not making any money off of this. That's actually really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and grade my cards. $13 per card. So mature Pokemon card grading. So for bulk orders over $385, use bulk. For orders over $100, use big bulk at checkout, 15% off. So, oh, whatever, 1,000. I read that wrong. $1,000. So mine's only going to be like $130 because I'm only doing 10 cards at $13 per card. It put me at $130, which isn't bad. Pristine 10s will receive a silver holographic border. Perfect 10s will receive a gold holographic border, which is really cool. Let me see if he had any Pokemon cards. This is an actual website, so they sell product also on top. As you can see, most of the stuff sold out other than the Chilling Reign. The prices aren't terrible. $45, which is pretty close to retail. I think $39.95 is retail, so about $5 above retail. Obviously the Sun and Moon base is gone. Still has some decks, things like that, but it looks like they're fairly well priced. Detective Pikachu Korean set, that's pretty cool. Out of stock, that's pretty average on price for Chilling Reign. Penny sleeves, again, pretty average. So it's actually not bad. You guys can go check out their website if you'd like to. We'll go back to the grading info. I was hoping that there was more pictures so you have a better idea, but we'll see. So here's the gold label they were talking about. This is the pristine 10, where it's 10s in all things here. Let me see, hold on a second. Oh, I can't do that. If I was to save it, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway, so it makes no difference. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at. So I guess we'll just go back to the other me. Alrighty, see ya. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's just start off with something that I actually had to contact the guy about. He said he's never done anything like this before. I personally have never seen anything graded like this before, so I figured I would try it, see what it is. Just because, I guess, I don't know. I will take this out. So I'm gonna try to guess the grades. I don't really know too much about guessing grades. I've never done it before. I don't even know if this is, I think this is like a sticker or something, I don't know. But this is from the Aladdin Disney pack. Ooh, look at that, nice big print line there. Didn't even notice that. Either way, so this is from the Aladdin booster box. From, what year are these from? I don't even know what year. There's a date on the thing somewhere, but it's printed in Canada. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to try to get this one graded, which I think is pretty cool. As you can see, they're all pretty chewed up on the side, all the gold cards. I have 4 different ones, and every one of them look like that. But this was my favorite out of the 4. I did have a Jasmine one. I had a, whatever that one's name is, I don't remember. And then I had the bird, which again, I forgot the bird's name. But considering the condition of this will probably bump it down pretty good. The edges are pretty nice for the most part. The corners are pretty straight. But you see there's a lip there. The surface got that nice big surface scratch there. I'm trying to use the light here. See if I can't see anything. Added the norm. Nothing terrible. My thumbprint on it now. It doesn't look too bad, but I'm pretty sure this is a sticker. I don't want to attempt it and peel it because I don't want to mess it up. But considering the condition that it just automatically is sealed from the pack, I literally opened this pack today just to see what I got in it, and I got this card, which again was my favorite of the gold ones that I do have. But I'm gonna kind of go out on a limb on this one. I'll say maybe a 6.5. The company that I'm going with, they do half grades, so they do subgrades. So it can be anywhere from, I'm guessing, a 1 all the way up to a 10, 1.5, 2.5, 2, whatever's. Everywhere in between. But I'm gonna go with 10 cards. One of them is a gift for a friend of mine. One, which is the next one, is a giveaway for you guys, which is this right here. The Galarian Articuno from Chilling Reign. I actually just pulled this card not too long ago on camera. Let's go ahead and pull that out. As you can see, I'm using the Card Saver ones. I just had enough for this. I will pull this card out. Now this card is pretty nicely centered. I'd be surprised if it didn't get a 10, to be honest with you. I mean, this thing is amazing condition, as you can see. No crazy dings or dents or anything like that. The centering is very nice. Let's flip it over. A little whiteness right there, but that's just on the card itself. But as you can see, I mean, there's no whitening on the corners, no dings. The centering is near perfect on this card. So this will be a giveaway. I probably shouldn't give my my estimates, but you can guess the grades along with me if you'd like to. However, you do, in order to get entered in to win this card, you do have to guess the grades on these cards, or at least this one card. It doesn't have to be right. You just have to just guess a grade. So you can say like Galarian Articuno, you know, whatever you want it to be, 9.5 or 8.5 or 10 or 3 or whatever you want it to be. But you have to guess the grade on this to get entered in to win this when it does come back. But the next card is this awesome Pikachu here. I thought this was a really cool Pikachu. I just love how he's staring off into the distance. Did I guess on that Articuno? I did not. I'm gonna go ahead and say 10 on this. And I'm talking like almost perfect 10s across the board. Maybe one 9.5, but I'm gonna give it a 10. And that should show somewhere over here, somewhere-ish. But here's this Pikachu here. I had 4 of these. This is just the best conditioned one that I had. It's such an awesome looking card. I just love the artwork on this. It's so simple, but it looks so cool. Anyway, the back side, there are a couple of dings. There's one right here in the corner. There's one right here. So on this one, I'll probably say probably an 8.5, maybe an 8, far shot 8.5. Centering's not bad, centering's pretty good. It's got miscut corners, which kind of sucks a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see that, but they kind of drop off a little bit on both sides. Let's see if we can't see the bottom of this one. This looks like it's from one of those decks. I didn't even look it up. I probably should have looked it up before I started doing this. So I'll have to look it up before I actually submit them, which I'm doing right after recording this video. I had just picked these cards out because I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to send. And then this was one of them. So we'll drop that back into this card saver one while I bump my camera or phone, whatever. And that can go back in there. The next one is the 25th anniversary McDonald's Pikachu, I believe is what this one was, with the french fries in the background, the crinkly fries, even though that's not what it is, but I'm gonna say it is. I'm pretty sure this was the McDonald's one. I was unsure if I wanted to send the McDonald's one or if I wanted to send the cereal one, and this is the one that I chose. So this one's in really nice shape also. The centering is pretty nice. This is one of those ones where I may, if it comes back as a 10 with this company, I may send it to PSA, which it's probably not, because I just realized that massive. Yeah, look at that corner down there. I don't even know how that happened. So I'm gonna say a 9 on this, to be honest with you. I mean, it's in really nice shape. It's just down here at the bottom. I guess it's just the way that it was made. Can you see that line down there at the bottom right here? There's a line that starts right here and goes all the way across the bottom. It's really, really faint, really hard to see. You can catch it in certain lights. So that right there is probably gonna drop it down. I'm gonna get almost a whole grade. And the centering is not perfect, but it's pretty close. So I'm gonna say 9 because of centering and that scratch down the back. But other than that, I mean, surface is great. There's no hollow scratches. Is there any print lines? There is a print line right there. But still, even with that, there you see it right there, that line right there. I'm still gonna say a 9. I'll give this a 9, see what it does. If not, doesn't matter. It's a really cool card. It's one of the ones I will most likely give to my daughter because she is obsessed with Pikachu. And she wants a Pikachu slab, and I don't have one yet, or she doesn't have one yet. I have one, but she does not have one. So this would be cool to give to her. This one and probably this one. I'll probably give them both to her. She'll be pretty excited about that. She'll be more excited about this one because it's a holographic. All right, next up is the WB Kids Black Star Promo Electabuzz. I bought a bunch of these from a store in Ohio when I was there a while back. I paid $2 a piece for these, probably about 5 or 6 months ago. The store just had a stack, I mean like that, and I bought like 10 or 11 of them for $2 a piece. I couldn't pass it up. But this one's in amazing shape. This is one of the 3 that I took out. All of the other ones I kept sealed. I would like to get one graded sealed just because. This one's got some lightning. Why are all my cards getting this? Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna say 9 on this also, just because of this. That corner right there. It just kind of peels up. I feel like it's every card. Every card ever has these corners where they just kind of peel up. Kind of hard to see there, but there you go. See how they kind of stick up a little bit? And that does affect a grade on a card. PSA, this would probably end up being like an 8, maybe a 9, depending on centering or depending on what they look past. Because centering on this is very nice. The surface is very, very nice. There's no surface scratches. That's pretty cool. Again, yeah, I'm gonna say probably a 9. Again, just because of that bottom corner there. You can still see it even through the sleeve, which sucks a little bit, but I'm not worried about it. This is a new company. I'm not really stressing too much over it. I just want to try them out just because. Let me get this other one here. Okay, next is Poliwrath from base set. It is the holographic. This one, let me take this out. I haven't really looked at this too much. This is a card that I did pull personally as a kid. A lot of the cards that I'm getting graded, I personally pulled. as a child, so they're not in the greatest shape. Like this one here has a bunch of stuff on the back of it. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. There you go. You see it like right there. There's all kinds of stuff on it. I may try to clean it off. I may just leave it just because I don't want to scratch it too much and yeah, do more damage. There's a print line here too. You see that one too? That's cool. It's weird seeing a print line on the back of them, but this is a card that I personally just want graded. I am trying to complete a full graded set of base set, jungle, and fossil, just Pokemon. I want the original 151 Pokemon graded. So that one's missing a chunk of the hollow here too. I might be able to get that off. Might try to lick that off in a little bit. Anyway, so this one, centering is pretty nice for the most part. I mean, it's a little heavy on the bottom, a little heavy on the right compared to the left. I'm gonna have to lick this card or something to get some of this stuff off, but considering the surface is a little scratched up, this is a print line on the hollow, so I'm gonna say it's a far shot 7, possibly 6.5, but I'm gonna be a little more optimistic. I'm gonna say 7. Okay, so what is this? Number 6, I believe, right? Is the Fossil Muck holographic. Again, this is just one that I don't have slabbed yet. Pull this guy out. Now this one right here, again, there's no scratches on the hollow. I took pretty good care of my cards as a kid for the most part. I mean, obviously with age, sometimes it just happens. Sitting in a binder, sitting in sleeves. I always sleeved my hollows immediately after getting them. I never really played with them. If I was gonna play, like when I played at the leagues and stuff like that, I always had like junky ones that I traded kids at school for. So like my fire water deck, which was a weird deck setup. It was set up with Charizards and things like that, and Blastoise. It was a fire water deck that I had, and I had poor condition Charizards and Blastoises in them that I got from my friends for really cheap things. Or some little kids that took advantage of as a little kid. It's got a big old stain on it. I have to get that off too. So I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna try to get this stain off here. Here it is. I'm gonna try to get that off. If I can get that off, I'm gonna go ahead and give this one also a 7. The centering is pretty good. As you can see, it's a little light on this side compared to all 3 of the others. And it looks like it's about the same on the back. Oh, the back's a little better. I'm gonna still say the right's a little thinner. But as you can see, I mean, that's pretty good for being how old it is. I don't have the binder marks on the side over here from it sitting on the edge of a binder. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it normally has this massive dent right here. I'm just sitting up against the binder ream. But I am going to try to clean that up, so I'm going to keep this one out for now, so I remember to clean that one up after the video. Move that over there. But yeah, I believe, what did I say on that one? A 7 on that one? Yes. Okay, and we got the next 3. We got the Blastoise, non-holographic Dark Blastoise, Team Rocket. The next 3 cards aren't in the best of shape, but I didn't care. I just wanted them graded just because. I do have the hollow graded. I have a PSA 7, so I'm kind of hoping this gets a 7 also, but it looks like it's realistically going to be an 8 or a 9. A little bit of whitening on it around the edges, things like that. I'm gonna oh, there's a nice nick up there. You know what, now I'm gonna go ahead and say this is probably gonna be a 7 or 7.5, but I like to stay optimistic, so I'm gonna say 7.5. As you can see, the whitening down here at the bottom here. At PSA, this would probably be a 7 or an 8. Considered lightly played, I believe is what they would consider that. Or near mint. There's a little bit of scuffing up here also. Let me see if I can show you that. You see that right there? Scuffing right here. I may try to get that off also, but realistically it doesn't look that bad. I mean, the surface isn't all scratched up. Again, I took really good care of my cards as a child. So as you can see, it shows pretty well for the most part. This is in really nice shape, other than that ding up there, which is just from bouncing around back and forth in a binder for years. Put this in here. I also pulled this card. Every card here I pulled personally except for the next 2. The next 2 I did not pull personally. I bought them from eBay. So there's the Blastoise. We'll go ahead and put that back in the Card Saver 1, which I just recently got. Oh, get in there. Okay, there you go, buddy. Set you over here. Next is the Venusaur. Japanese. Is that Erica's Venusaur? Is that who that is? It's Erica, I believe. Got these nice sleeves on here. Now, the older Japanese sets are very well known for hollow bleed. This one's not as bad, but you can see it a little tiny bit in the right light. Just not in this light for some reason. The hollow is perfect, as usual for my cards. I try to keep my fingers off the hollow if there aren't any scratches or anything, but as you can see, that's pretty nice. There's no print lines, there's no scratching, and there's a lot of hollow on this card. It'd be easy to scratch this up. But other than that, I mean, there's some little bit of, I don't know what happened up there. It almost looks like somebody chewed on that slightly. Let's see if I can get a good picture on that. You see all them little tiny dents there? I don't know what that's from. I just noticed that. I've never noticed that before. Huh. Let's look at the back. It's kind of the same on the back. It almost looks like somebody had sleeved it up before and it just sat in dirt and grime or something and just indented. Like a dirty sleeve. That's what it looks like. That kind of sucks. I'm gonna say this is probably gonna get a 6 or 6.5. I'm gonna say 6.5, which kind of sucks. I mean, the centering's a little off. It's a little heavy on the right compared to the left, and heavy on the top compared to the bottom. There's really not any whitening. I mean, it's that little spot right here in this bottom corner, which they might have been a little lenient on if the rest of the card was pretty nice, but because of all these dents and scratches on the back, only on the back, I'm gonna go ahead and say probably a 6.5, but that's being weary. I don't know. They may give it a higher grade, but just to be safe, I'm gonna say 6.5, and move on to the last one, which is obviously to finish off the starters is going to be the Japanese Rockets Charizard, Dark Charizard. Now this one has seen better days. It's not as bad as some of the ones that I have sent off to PSA right now, but it isn't the best condition either. This one I'm grading for a friend of mine. I bought this card. He is currently actually stationed in Japan, and he doesn't have any graded cards, and he's a Charizard fan. So this is the only Dark Charizard I had left that I didn't have at PSA, because it actually came in the mail right after I had sent them all off to PSA. So this one, I mean, it's pretty rough. There's scratches all over the hollow. You can see there's a bunch of coloring missing from up here. What else? There's a few other ones. A nice scratch through his face here. So it's got a bunch of silvering all over the card. I mean, it's definitely seen better days. Silvering all down the edges, so it's pretty bad. The back isn't much better. It's got all kinds of the waxy stuff that they put on the card is all coming off. You can kind of see it's just dingy and grimy looking. I may try to clean it up just a little bit just to help the grade a little bit. But yeah, it's pretty bad. So I'm really not expecting much from it, but he doesn't have any graded Charizards, and this was the only older style. I don't want to say Wizards of the Coast because technically it's not Wizards of the Coast if it's made in Japan. I believe Nintendo or Game Freaks is who made this one then at the time. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna give this one a 4.5. I know it's a random number, and it may even get less than that, but I'm gonna say 4.5 just to a random guess. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There is a giveaway for the Guess This grade. This guy right here, the Galarian Articuno V. This thing is in awesome shape. I mean, I don't mind giving you guys my opinion on what the grade's going to be, because it doesn't matter what you guess. You just have to guess a grade. That's it, to get entered in to win this when it comes back. And if it's just one person, it's just one person, and one person to win it. But this is going to be a giveaway, so make sure you follow those instructions. All right, so let me just show you these one more time. You guys can get your guesses in. You want to make it fun for yourselves, you can guess all of the grades on these yourselves if you want to. I did give you some pretty close-up looks at these. So we had the Aladdin card, Disney's Aladdin card. I was in contact with him for about a week about this, just to see if he wanted to grade it. He did a bunch of research and he finally was able to find a set list, things like that. So he said he's gonna go ahead and grade it for me, which I think is awesome. You got that Galarian Articuno V again, which is the giveaway. The Pikachu, the other Pikachu, the 25th anniversary Pikachu, which is really cool. We had the WB Pokemon Electabuzz Black Star promo. We had the Poliwrath holographic from base set. We had the Dark Blastoise non-holographic from Team Rocket. We had the Erica's Venusaur. We had the Dark Blastoise, which is the Team Rocket or the Rocket equivalent Japanese. I have no idea what it's called, maybe Rocket, I don't remember. And then obviously I had the Muck holographic over here, which I'm going to clean up after this video is over. So go ahead and get your guesses in. Let me know what you guys think, what your guesses are on those grades there. I do love giving slabs away, so somebody's gonna get a free slab out of this one. Also, we still have this 300 subscriber giveaway going on, 5 subscribers away, so go ahead and get entered in on that. When we hit the 5 subscribers, I'll be giving that away. If you just happen to be a member of one of the Facebook groups I'm in, I'm giving another slab away in there to try to help boost the subscribers. I believe we picked up 5 from that one, but I'm giving away a slab on there also. But I guess that'll do it for this video. If you stuck around to the end of the video, I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you get entered in on all of these giveaways I have going on. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.